Hi, studies. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Simnaya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So, Black people are calling out Palestinians out for their anti people that look like me because now this is very serious and any post you open, like anything you open on TikTok, is just them ranting. And the truth is that we are really tired of you. And nobody's forcing you to vote for anybody. Like I have said this several times, do whatever you choose to do. But one thing is that Black people have learned from their lessons and all that. And the truth is that before you see a Black person come out when something happens to any other person, it's really going to be rare. Because it's been Black people fighting for everybody and nobody fights for them. It's been Black people rooting for everybody and nobody votes for us. And they are tired. They are no longer playing this game. For whatever you all are doing, come out and rant. That is your problem, not Black people's problem. In the end, we are going to see how it goes. For them saying that they are voting third party, nobody's asking you not to vote. You have every right to do whatever you want. But is it the lesson? Lesson has been learned. Let's get into this.
Black Americans are learning a very hard lesson right now. And you know what? It's well earned. It's well deserved. It is. I'm not even going to pull any punches in this. I'm not. You know, I get it. Because of our oppression and because of our circumstances in this nation, we can see when other people are going through it and when they are struggling and when they are fighting a fight similar to our fight, how we can sympathize and empathize with all of that. And because of it, we know how badly and poorly we have been treated. We are so quick to jump on the bandwagon and fight those fights too. But the thing of it is we not finished fighting our fight. We're not. When you look around, it takes energy, first of all, to fight. And that's energy that our communities so desperately need, because look around, look at our communities. Look at the area where you live. Do you have everything that you need? Do we have everything that we need? Do we have easy access to drugstores, easy access to grocery stores and fresh food? Are we being paid livable wages? Are we being paid our worth and our value? Do we have all the rights that we should have? Do we have the respect that we should have? Do we have the love for one another that we should have? Do we have the community that we should have? No. The answer to all of that is no. And that's because Black people, for some reason, have been convinced that we do not have the right to self-center. That we do not have the right to put our own needs, communities, and issues to the forefront. And the rest of the world has pushed our issues back, and they have used our allyship and our advocacy and our willingness to fight for the right thing against us. And they always say, no, wait, we need you to fight for this. And we do. Wait, we need you to fight for that. And we do. No, care about this. And we do. No, we can't be caring about what's going on in your communities. We can't care about maternal mortality rates. We can't care about the police killing you with impunity in the streets. No, we don't have time to care about your kids not getting a quality education, your schools not being fully funded, your neighborhoods not having access to the same things that other neighboring neighborhoods in the United States have access to. No, we can't invest in your neighborhoods and your community. Government money and funds. Because they're needed someplace else. Wait. But in the meantime, fight for everybody except for yourselves. And so you're learning a very hard lesson right now. Because people like me told you. I'm going to say it again. I'm from Detroit. I have lived experiences with Palestinians. Huge community. I told you last year that they were anti-black and didn't like you. And they are hopping on the same bandwagon that white Americans and everybody else over here then hopped on. And that is, sacrifice yourselves for our cause. Because we need your numbers. Do not use your numbers to elevate yourselves. Do not use your numbers to fight for yourselves. Do not use your numbers to create a better situation for yourselves. Abandon yourselves in favor of us. And if you don't do that, then you're anti-Palestinian. We are the only community that gets told time and time and time again that we ain't worth shit until they need us. And that our issues don't matter to them. But their issues should matter to us. And if we focus and concentrate on our issues, on us, then somehow we wrong. And y'all keep allowing yourselves to be convinced of that. And that's why we're here. The divide between Black Americans and Arabs, Palestinians, that shit didn't just start. That divide been there. Just ask anybody from New York or Detroit. Ask anybody. Anybody who lives in the city with a large Palestinian demographic and a large black demographic. The only reason why a lot of you black people didn't think that that divide was there was because you so busy running around trying to save everybody but black people. You're so busy running around trying to prove to everybody except black people that you're a good person and that you're worthy. You trying so hard to convince others of that you ain't convinced yourself of that, which is why you don't fight for your own people and your own causes and your own neighborhoods, your own communities, your own children. I'm glad y'all starting to wake up. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Because I know New Yorkers know, just like Detroiters know. I was trying to tell our people, sis. I was trying. And you know what I was getting? I was either getting ignored, talked over, ignored. I'll say make that one category. Or straight up getting cussed out. And you know who the biggest offenders were black women. I had to block so many black women when all I did, mind you, all I did was just tell the truth about how Palestinians really feel about black people. I was just, maybe I was just being so, because, when it comes to black people, I have a soft heart. I love black people. I have a soft heart. So when I'm talking and I'm addressing black people, I try to come across as loving as I can, lovingly as I can. And maybe black people just needed a hard conversation in, but girl, they was going in on me. They were going in on me for telling the truth, baby. I was like, these Palestinians don't like you. They hate you just like white people do. They hate you. They hate you. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that there aren't any exceptions to the rules, but I'm talking about the collective, like the collective of white people. They are just as anti-black. They come into our communities. They set up businesses. They take our money from us. They give us no respect. That's why I stopped going into their businesses. It's the same reason I stopped going into the Asian businesses. The disrespect was just too much. And once you start waking up and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to keep giving these people my money who are so disrespectful to me. And I have all of these lived experiences. I'm trying to tell you so many of them with Palestinians. Honey, I know what's true in their hearts. And to see so many black people willing to risk American democracy for these people who literally hated them. And you know what? Let's just tell the truth. Since we telling the truth. Since we going harder with the truth today. You know, I always tell the truth. But let's just go harder with it. Just straight up, no chaser. A lot of black people don't want to admit this, but it's the truth. White supremacy, we have internalized white supremacy to the degree in which a lot of us are self-loathing. And we haven't admitted to that. And the way that self-loathing comes from, with the way it shows up, is that we hate ourselves and we love them. And by them, I mean anyone who isn't black. When I tell you, I had black people fighting against me and tooth and nail for people that didn't look like them. People who had no history of coming to the rescue of black communities. And it's like, what can I say? What can I do to wake up black people and to help black people see that you have been convinced through the process of white supremacy, the white supremacist ideology, you have been brainwashed into abandoning your own interests in favor of the interests of others. And I hope that while we're having these conversations, there are some black people waking up to that and saying, damn, you're right. I was caping hard for Palestinians and now they all on the internet being anti-black and shit. And I was completely wrong. Or damn, I was caping really hard for Palestinian and, you know, wasn't doing shit for Congo, Sudan, Haiti. Or damn, I was caping really hard for Palestinians and not my own community that doesn't have thriving businesses, pretty homes, streets free of debris, children who are able to go to enjoy the parks and recreations and have resources in their neighborhoods and communities, and kids who are smart because they're learning, their schools are funded with our tax dollars. The reason why our neighborhoods and communities all throughout America look the way that they do, you know, because if you ever notice, whenever racist white people start going in on us and they be like, look at the Democrat-run cities. You know why that is? The cities that are full of black people? That is because we have abandoned our fight. We have abandoned each other. We have abandoned our communities. And that's why our neighborhoods don't have businesses in it. Don't have fresh food in it. Don't have access to public transportation. Don't have access to drugstores. Everybody else's community has that except for ours. But we always fighting somebody else's fight. And we not fighting for these things for ourselves. And we let ourselves get talked into feeling like we wrong if we self-center. And when I self-center and I talk to other black people about self-centering, I get the most kickback from other black people. Voting ain't never did nothing for us. Motherfucker, you don't vote. You don't vote in your state elections. You don't vote in your local elections. You barely vote, if at all, in the general elections. If you don't participate in the process, how do you expect progress? White supremacy has convinced us that everyone is worth fighting for except us. And I am, as a black person, I am thoroughly and deeply ashamed of that.
So I've already been losing followers recently. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here for the numbers. But after this one, I'll probably lose a few more. But I'm fucking heated. And this isn't like a call out or call in. This is just a fucking reality check for other white people. We do not get to label anybody in the black community anything based on what they choose to do with the vote. We have to realize that regardless of the outcome of this fucking election, there is going to be violence. Potential violence, very real violence carried out against black men, women, and children. More than usual. Because if Trump wins, that brings about a violent America. We've already seen that. If he loses, then the meltdown from white people is going to be insane, because they will not accept that he is lost to a black woman, which means violence will also come out of that. And while y'all are out here moral grandstanding and fucking doing these purity tests, at the end of the day, this shit will not affect us. The outcome of the election will not it will not carry the weight of violence that it will carry out against black people. Come the fuck back down to reality right now. Stop policing what black people do with their vote. Period. Because at the end of the day, violence is going to come out, and it's not going to be violence towards us. And so, first of all, no, the majority of white people keep, whoever's talking about revolution, y'all don't know what the fuck it takes. You aren't ready. You can't even have a conversation with your other white family members about racism without melting down, without getting scared, but you think you're going to overthrow the fucking government. Please be so fucking honest with yourself. There's so many white people right now that are so fucking delusional. Y'all want to run around and call black people this, or that. If they choose to vote for Kamala Harris, if they choose not to vote, if they choose to vote third party, whatever. That's not our fucking business. We are in this place. All this self-hatred is coming out so heavy right now from white people. Because the reality is, the reason there are genocides in all these different countries is because of white supremacy, which is an us problem. And so everybody that's angry right now should be angry at white people. Because we're here because of us. We have the very fact that we have Donald Trump as a choice for president is a result of white supremacy. So all this energy you have for everybody else, any other community, all this fucking anger you have, use it constructively to help deconstruct and decolonize your mind and to work towards destroying white supremacy. Do that. Leave black people the fuck alone. Let's focus on us, period.
So this is all I got from this video. It's really been a hectic from when, I think from Friday or Saturday to this very moment. It's been Palestinians and black people. And I have been saying this. Whatever black people have done for Palestinians during the crisis was done out of love. It was not done because we want you people to come back and pay black people back. No, that is not how it's done. And the reality is that black people also did not ask you people to vote for the person they are saying that they will vote for. Nobody has ever asked you to come and vote for them or something. So if you all decided that you want to vote for a third party and all that, it's none of black people's business. But one thing I want you all to know is that black people really did fight so hard for you people. When I say so hard, right? And they did it out of love. So coming out to tell black people that they are selfish is at the same time insulting their kindness. Do you whatever you want to do with your vote because it is your right, and that it is your right that you are exercising, right? They have done all they could. They did their best trying to quench so many things, right? And why they were doing that, they left their own community. Does it mean that something was not happening to Black people during that period? A lot of people were unalived, but they kept on fighting for you all, right? And now in the end, what is all this coming out? It's been from one video to another, to another, to another. I am not impressed. I am disappointed. But the reality is that we also knew this was going to happen because so many of you saw it happening, right? So how do you insult or denigrate somebody for being kind to you? Who started all these problems? It is you people, because no Black people, I have not seen any video flying around or Black people telling you all to come and vote for them or help them with the vote. I didn't see any video like that. But for you all to be making videos back to back, back to back, back to back, it's uncalled for. And now when you all are done gaslighting, then you tell us that we can unite as minority and fight and like, you know, and continue the fight. What fight exactly are we continuing? Your own fight, living what is happening in their own community. First of all, even like I keep saying, I do not see anybody get involved when it comes to Black people. I do not see that. And the truth is that I have also not seen, because you all already know that I post video back to back every day, right? I post 2 times a day. When I have so much news to cover, I bring like 3, right, in a day. That is like not every day, once in a while. That is to tell you I am always current when it comes to what is happening here, right? And once I get back from work, I know that I am supposed to sort out for something, but I have not so far. Even with what happened to Sonia Massey, I did not see you people come out to say anything. At least Sonia Massey is the, not even like, you know, it is the latest that we finished talking last week and still to this very moment, right? I did not see anybody. So why are you people punishing us for nothing? Now, it has looked like Black people are not supposed to keep quiet when something is happening. When they see something happening, you see them run out. When they have not even finished, the ones in their own community, the ones that is happening to them, the one that is eating them up, you see them jump up, jump out, and they swing into action. It is out of love. And it is because they care. Not because you all are giving them money or you all are giving them something special. Because they understand what it means to be oppressed. But I am saying not anymore. Not anymore. Don't even fight for me. Now it is time to match energy. Do me, I do you. Friends with benefit. Because they've been giving out all their lives. They give out a lot. And in the end, it looks like it backfires. I have never seen a happy ending. It's always sad ending. But we all can do better, right? Stop coming out here to denigrate them, especially Black women. Because you all did not keep them somewhere that you are paying them to go and speak up for you. It is your own community, right? So if anything is happening to you, try and sort it out by yourself and leave Black people alone. If they decide to come in, it is them supporting you, not coming to carry the load, because it is not their load. It is your load. So am I supposed to leave my own load and carry yours forever? They did carry. They carried for a while. And it is time for them to focus back home. And they said it's time for us to go back home and focus on what is going on in our own community, in our own place, in our own homes. And you all tag them useless. You all tag them not useful. You all tag them selfish. How? So when we flip, who is now the selfish? Of course it's you. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.